I was with Michael for 32 years. He was a very gentle soul. He was a real genius as far as moving his body was concerned. As far as his voice was concerned, he had a range of 3.5 octaves, and it was all connected. He could use falsetto or not use falsetto. He just was a vastly talented person. When we did Thriller, Quincy Jones wanted us to work 2 hours a day, 6 days a week. And I said, Q, that's too much. 2 hours, and then he starts singing. Good Lord, he said, you know how to do it, blah, blah, blah. I said, I hope I know how to do it. So we had to be very, very careful to keep his voice connected from his chest into his head voice and not strain him or push him too hard, because he would stop after 2 hours of vocalizing and go right into singing songs. Michael was very slim, but he was very strong. His muscles were like a coiled spring. And although he was a vegetarian, occasionally he'd have some meat, but mostly he was a vegetarian, he had wonderful, wonderful physique for dancing. And he stretched that physique, everything he did. He used his entire body. The moonwalk, he said, you know, everyone gives me credit for that. And he said, I did do a longer, it's called a slide. I didn't invent it, but he said I used it and I did longer than the people who invented it. He was Peter Pan. That's why he called his ranch, Neverland Ranch. And when Michael and I started speech level singing children's camp, we started it together, and every summer I would get a big bus with a bathroom on it, and then the parents and the kids would get into the bus and we'd come up, maybe 150, 200 people. He had bumper cars, he had a Ferris wheel, he had a train that went around the whole place. When lunchtime came, we would sit under the trees by a babbling brook, and 8 or 10 chefs would serve lunch to everybody there. He had a full movie theater, which sat a couple hundred people. And out in front of that, in the lobby, was all candy, ice cream, chocolate, whatever it is. And he told the parents, don't bring any money. We have no use for your money here. This is something that we want to provide the kids. You can have as much as you wanted of anything, but they said, don't make yourself sick. The parents would come up, I'd be sitting there watching this, because I'd seen so much of it before, and they would say, where have you brought us? Where is this place? I said, this is your childhood. This is what your children are experiencing, and it's what you are experiencing. It's why it's something different. It was Neverland Ranch, the home of Peter Pan. And I've been teaching for 53 years, and I've never met anyone like him. He just was different. We'd be in the top floor of a hotel in Liverpool, and he'd say, come quick. And I'd come on, what? Look at that cloud. Is that the most beautiful cloud you ever saw? Now we see clouds all the time, we don't pay any attention to them. He was an amazing, amazing person. Whenever somebody was in trouble, he would go to aid them. A man, a very crazy man, put his young son in a room in a motel and set fire to the room. I mean, the guy was crazy. And the boy was burned very badly. Eventually, the father was arrested and put in jail. But when Michael read about it in the paper, immediately he got a plane and he took off and went to the hospital where the boy was. And there he was, all bandaged up, his head was all bandaged up, just a little area that he could talk through, a little hole at the mouth. And he managed to say to Michael was at his bedside, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I can do now. And Michael said, don't worry, I will take care of you for the rest of your life. And he did.